All right, welcome to the Celebrity Corner on E Extra. And my guest this week, as I said earlier, is a mathematician. He's a lecturer. He's a singer. He's so many things in one. I'm sure there's so much to learn from him on the show today. And he goes by the name Lawrence. Lawrence, it's good to see you, man.
Thank you, Mr. G-Ben.
You're welcome on E Extra.
Thank you.
All right, there's so much about you. You've got so much going for you. You've come a long way. There are so many things you're doing at the same time, and I'm sure we'll have some lessons to draw from you today. Let's get to meet you, Lawrence.
All right, my name is Lorens Chuno. I'm a jazz musician. My style is a fusion of jazz and Afrobeat. And I also have a background in mathematics. I have a few degrees in mathematics, and I teach mathematics. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mathematics and music, where there's some connection somewhere, but not exactly.
Yeah.
How does that play?
Well, people always say there's connection between math and music, and I truly believe that because if you study music theory, there's a lot of mathematics involved in it. But there's mathematics everywhere in the world. There's mathematics in driving. There's mathematics in cooking. There's mathematics in sewing. Of course in engineering, there's a lot of mathematics. So there's a lot of mathematics in music, but so is it in every other thing. Yeah.
Okay, we'll definitely get into the music world, but take us into your mathematics world. How did you go about studying mathematics and all that?
Well, I left for the States in 1999-2000 to get a first degree in
computer. The States? What do you mean the States? States, States, or which of the states?
The United States of America, yeah. Right. So I went, I studied, my first degree was in mathematics and computer science. Actually computer science first, then mathematics later on. But then after I got the two degrees, I decided to pursue a master's degree in mathematics, and I did that, and I got a job to teach in a university, and I taught for a while. Then I went back to get a PhD in mathematical information science, and I'm currently finishing that. I'll probably be done by the end of this year or early next year.
So that means your trip to Nigeria is just a temporary one. You're still heading back?
Yes, but I intend to be coming more often. More regularly, to get used to the place.
So I'm talking with Dr. Lawrence right now.
Doctor in making. Yeah, you can call me that. Who cares?
What really interests you about Nigeria? You said you'll be coming back more often. What is bringing you back?
First of all, it's home. It's home, and second of all, there's a lot to do. There's still a lot to learn from the country, and I believe that there's still a lot to give back. I don't want to sound cocky or self-uplifting, but I feel like with my background, with my blessings, I feel like there are certain things I could do, not necessarily with money, but with just interacting with people, and even if it means teaching a kid how to add, or tutoring somebody in the university, calculus, it does. No matter how little it is, I feel like it means more if I do it back home. And like I said, it's home, so I could learn more and figure out ways to. Africa is the next frontier, Europe and maybe America are actually the old world. Africa is becoming the new world. Yeah, so it's Africa is the new world. Better listen. So it takes for all of us, including myself, to make it to expatiate on its potential, and manifest it.
That's right. Studied mathematics up to PhD level. One will automatically think that you just be strictly into lecturing, or probably wait for some course sometime in the future. Call back home and be given honorary political office or something like that. But then you just went. Don't let me say you went astray. You just went off course, as it were, and went into music. What is the driving force? What's the passion behind your interest in music?
Well, first of all, I won't give up any political appointment. Just kidding. Yeah, I've always loved music, and back in Nigeria, I listened to a lot of. When I was growing up, I listened to a lot of music. My family is kind of a working family. My parents are very strict with work. They have businesses, so they make us work with them. But I still see that the little time I got out of study, apart from studying and working, I still listen to music. I became a big fan of music. So when I went to the US, I discovered jazz. And its connection to African music, and I loved it. And I started studying jazz theory, reading a few books, and then got very interested in playing jazz piano. So I've played it for at least 10 years now.
Wow.
So in 2006, between 2006 and 2008, I decided to work on an album, my first album. And after that, I saw some potential in that. I made a lot of musician friends, very prominent musician friends in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. And they encouraged me to continue what I'm doing. And sometimes I have a dilemma. Should I just focus on mathematics and be a mathematician, or should I just make a switch to music? But for now, I'm doing both of them. And we live in a very interdisciplinary world, that things are coming together. Back in the 50s, some prominent scientists the kind of made the speculation that mathematics and biology are never going to mix together. But today, I just came from Paris in a mathematical computational neuroscience meeting, and I'm a mathematician working on the brain. There are a lot of engineers working on the brain. There are a lot of musicians actually working on the brain. So Europe has this big project they call the Human Brain Project that the whole of Europe is working on. US has a similar thing. In the Netherlands, they have what they call the Blue Brain Project, trying to understand the brain and trying to use it to apply it to computers today, and how the computers can be used to work on the brain also. So it's very interesting. So who knows how music, mathematics is going to come together? Maybe next year, maybe in the next 10 years, but we just have to be patient.
Actually, when you look at the Nigerian musician, you can almost tie him up with or link him up to a particular kind of artist. And when we look at yours, it's almost obvious. It's Fela Kuti, Femi Kuti, and I know that was the connection.
Well, for that's unique to that track, Reflection. Well, I came up with a groove that goes tudum tudum tum tum tum
What is the meaning of tudum?
Well, it's a groove, yeah. It's called tudum tudum ugewe mu tudum tudum ugewe gewe. I think ugewe means mirror in Igbo. I believe I'm right. It means mirror, and the name of the song is Reflection.
You did your research.
I did my research. I think I'm right. I did my research. I think so. I believe so. I'm right.
So that's the word for reflection, right?
Yeah, it's mirror. So you could link mirror to reflection. Yeah. But in that song, I'm just basically talking about how whatever we do in our world, the way we treat our neighbor is going to reflect back on us. If we get the money, like if we enter government and take money instead of use it for the people, our roads are still going to be bad. And it's reflects. If you have a mansion and the road is bad, you're still one of the poor people.
That's right.
So everything is coming back to you. Yeah. So that's it. But the groove has it's Afrobeat. And I listened to Fela. I never consciously went for that, but it came out like that.
So that means it's possible that in the future we see you go into some other styles, R&B, hip hop, dancehall, and all that.
Unless I'm strictly
jazz.
I don't want to say that, but my DNA is jazz and African music.
So definitely whatever kind of music you do in the future, we'll see some influence of jazz in it.
Yes, I'll probably do Akbala music. You know Akbala music? Aruna Ishola.
You must have been hearing of some of the Nigerian musicians back in the US. And, which of them really catches your fancy any time? I respect
almost all of them. What they are doing, I respect them. Even though some of them, sometimes they put the commercial, the show, would I say, the fancy stuff before the music, and then you watch very fancy videos, and then the music doesn't match the video, you know. But they are working really hard. But I would do certain things differently, you know. I would focus more on the music and make it more appealing, because when it leaves Nigeria, when you go to the US or you go to Europe, some people they want to hear something more authentic, more African. They've heard those kind of things, you know. It kind of sounds as if you're trying to copy people in the US, which doesn't sound good. But I respect them, and I there's some songs I'm feeling. A song like Flavor Shake. Shake, I like that song. Yeah, I like Shake. I like Two-Face. I like his music. Yeah, I like Omaomi. That's her name. Yeah, I like her name. Yeah, I like her. And around, those are people.
All right, I'm sure you're probably looking forward to working with these people and some more.
Yeah, I'll work with anybody. Okay. I'll work with anybody that wants to work with me.
On your music video, where was it shot?
Oh, it was shot in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, in the US. Yeah.
Okay, and you seem to have a selected instrumentalist.
Oh yeah, that's my band in.
Oh, that's your band.
Yeah, in the US.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I have a few. I have maybe 2 different drummers and 2 different basses, but that's basically the people I play with. In Nigeria here, I've played a few shows at I played at Soul Lounge, I played at Rosidio in Ikeja, and a lounge in Amber Creek in Ikoyi, and I will be going to Abuja to play a few other shows, and I'm being helped and promoted and managed by a guy. His name is Kayode Amaje of BDE Entertainment. I finished this album. I'm happy to be done with it, and I'm working on another album. That my next album is going to be more. It's going to be maybe half Niger sounding and half anything, you know. But it's still going to be jazz. It's still going to be more jazz influenced. And it's still going to be more acoustic than digital, you know. But it's gonna have that Niger flavor in it. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Somebody particularly watching you who's been inspired by your story.
Yeah.
You know, so far is challenged, you know, to be the best that he or she can be.
Okay.
At whatever he does. What would be your counsel to such a one?
Well, I'm a big fan of education. I'm a big proponent of education. So I would say get your degree, at least a bachelor's degree, and don't think you're just getting it to get a job. Get it to learn, you know, to be something, you know. And if you have dreams of doing something in music or acting or fashion or modeling, still have that dream. It's never late, you know. But education first. Education first.
Well said. Well said. It's been wonderful having you, Lawrence.
Thank
on the
you
show.
so much.
And I know you'll be returning back to the US to round up your program and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and of course on the show, wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lawrence, for coming on the show.
Thanks, G-Ben. Thank you.
All right. The chat is with Lawrence. Right now, it's time for us to take our music video of the week, and of course, Reflection by Lawrence is it. Enjoy it.
Every now and then you run into me on the streets. I'm wretched, I'm hungry, I'm begging for a meal. But you turn around pretending I don't exist. From what are you running? Ooh, reflection of yourself. Whoa, reflection of yourself. Ah yeah, reflection of yourself. Reflection of yourself. poverty and corruption? Will you speak out for the homeless, the hungry, and the children? If you're thinking how I'm thinking, you will know that these are reflection of yourself. Reflection of myself. Reflection of yourself. Reflection of yourself. Reflection of me. I'm a reflection of a man. I'm a reflection of a woman. I'm a reflection, I'm black, I'm white. I'm a reflection, I'm straight, I'm gay. I'm a reflection, I'm human. Oh, I'm a reflection, I'm human.